But
What's up, everyone? Welcome.
yeah, welcome in everybody. Oh, look, I didn't change my avatar.
The title is Open Piano Talk 91. You know, we're going to continue until we get. So, I'm just learning
Just
the case about 3 weeks ago. Somebody was on my live. At first, I didn't know it was him. I thought he was a total. I didn't recognize him. You know, I was thinking of my mom. But when I
right.
realized that talking about 91, that's 91, 91. After the live, it dawned me, I know her a couple times.
Yeah, you may have talked to her.
Yeah, because you know how when my mom passed away, my mom got sick. I I was on YouTube for 2 months. You know.
Right.
Okay, this guy, who's he?
Generally specific.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah.
AKA
Okay,
yes.
we got 3 people in.
What's up, Broccoli? Stephanie Road, the Vigilance Committee. Welcome in, you guys. So we're continuing on the live I had earlier. Broccoli, you weren't there. I can play this one, and I can also play the other one that we listened to earlier because I don't think Broccoli heard it. But let's play what Rabbit says in this part of GS is live, and then we'll go back and listen to how he speaks to Alicia, the best friend.
Alicia is the best friend of Lion One. Sorry if you lost your spot, Cliff, but Alicia is the one who played the phone call between Benghazi Rabbit and her moments after the shooting, and then Billy was telling his story. So that's who he's referring to as far as Alicia goes.
Right, and her channel name is Say Pickwa, and I believe she's in
Say
the
pick
chat.
one.
So
Charlotte, North Carolina, is because from Sean Porter's mouth, quote, meth mouth hawk, Don Carney, who's my business partner, and in Andrea's own words, the big brother she's always prayed for, he and I are in Charlotte, North Carolina working.
That's Rabbit.
show the receipts on that, Benghazi Rabbit. That the meth mouth was the
And Shift. Shift. You know what's happening over here? They have one of the chatters, YouTuber chatters on line one. She got who husband murdered her. That murdered her at her house. We are talking all about it. You know.
Yeah, so Lion One's not only just a chatter. She done a lot of things with the 1A community, but yeah, the lovely Lion. She will be a part of the community. She did a lot of stuff with the community, and she was the executive of extraction. So she extracted people out of an area when she needed to, and that was when people met Benghazi Rabbit, I believe, in person. So on May 30th, she was unalived. Supposedly it's suicide.
Can you
Not
share it out, please? Can you share
yeah,
it? Can you,
she shared the song.
everyone, please share it out.
So this is Benghazi Rabbit.
big brother she's always wished for. Come
Because
on.
I don't want
Yeah,
to talk right now while we're talking. But this is Benghazi Rabbit right here with the bread, and this is Lion One with the wavy hair. Right, she's got the beautiful hair. That's so sad. Prayers for the family and loved ones. Yep. Thank you. She's in a better place, even though we needed her here. She was needed somewhere else more than we needed her, because somebody took her life.
I
And this
just
is all allegedly, but they have a warrant out for, or not a warrant. They have a reward of $10,000 for any information that you can share um, about this, and it has to be legitimate information. It can't just be, oh, you know.
read.
What's up, bro? Jingy, welcome in. Press harder, people. Welcome in. So the police deem it suicide. No, the police never
No,
deemed it anything.
no, nothing.
They didn't deem it suicide. The guy Rabbit has been going around telling everybody she committed suicide. That she shot herself. She did not shoot herself. Oh shit! I was supposed to send you that link, huh? My bad. I'll do it right now. Unless you're gonna pin it, Gregor.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Forgot about it. Hold on.
Yeah, because I was gonna send it privately. Yes,
Hold
true.
on.
And if
That
this Don
anyway,
Carney guy,
because God,
if this Don Carney guy knows anything, feel free to say something. There may be more than one person involved here, because according to Sean Porter, that guy was living. The Don Carney guy was living at the house, got kicked out, and then there's the shooting. Andrea's no longer there. Next day, he's moving back into the house, which to me screams, highly suspicious.
Exactly.
Yep, very, very suspicious. There's just too many things that are not
There's
adding up with Benghazi Rabbit's story, and a lot of
right.
things that with Sean Porter's story. Now, I would like to know if he's actually talking to the police, and the police are saying some of the things that he's repeating, because he's saying these detectives are telling him these things, and so I would really like to, find out. He did mention the name of one of the detectives too, so maybe I'll call down there and just make sure that there is an open investigation, because
Well,
according to Rabbit last night, he was saying that there is no investigation.
oh, well then, okay, perfect. Exonerate yourself, and then just record the phone call. Call up to the police station, record the phone call saying there's no ongoing investigation, release it to us, and boom, you can prove that there's no ongoing investigation. But, I expect like the shizzes to be trying to get some information about this. Like I said, right now, we got the frauditor trolls, really the Kaisers with the JJs and the GSs. We got all those guys. Where are you? Start pulling some public records, start looking into this. And, you got to pick a side at some point. You're either for murder or against murder. And then you're either for investigating this or you're not for investigating this. I'm all for investigating.
Facts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hours
And then that
before her
farewell
death.
address. Yeah.
Yeah, just
That
hours
farewell
before her
address, you can
death.
see. Oh, sorry, Cliff. I'm talking over you.
No, no worries. Just hours before her death, she was in Utah Cop Watches Live when we were at the EPA, and she also texted say Piqua to go into into West Side account.
We had future plans, and
I'm trying to get to the
Right.
spot where
and then GS's chat is trying.
No.
If you did that to your wife, GS, would you shave your beard?
What happened?
Play that whole thing.
right?
You want to play the whole thing?
Yeah. The interview. Yeah. Because I didn't hear the interview yet.
Oh, you didn't watch this one? Okay, so
No.
let's go back to the beginning, or
No, the interview.
Bylaws is all of her wants and wishes. It's
Yeah,
just
she had to
written
do
by
it.
me, so it's got all the legalese. So we're literally working there. Now, I've been listening to all the crap that people have been saying, and it's really I've had to sit there and sit there and put myself in Andrea's perspective when she's sitting there talking to these people like, oh, well, he's leaving me at home alone. He's using me, abusing me. We have our second car
Loser
here,
and
the
loser.
one that Sean Porter says I was living in. I was going around the country living in that Mercedes and meeting a whole bunch of people until Andrea and I fell in love, right? That car's still here. I literally just pulled it in the driveway today to make sure it's all good because the lady is going to use it down the road. Like,
Share
we
the
still
video
got that.
of it
We got
running.
the Kubota. She's got means. She's got transportation. We have friends down the street. That woman was not stranded. That woman didn't want to leave the house. There were so many things going on that I'm not going to tell you guys because it's none of your damn business, for one. Our sex life is none of your damn business. It's none of those people's damn business. So shame on them. Screw them for all the crap that they're saying. So Friday, working, it's the last day of our chipping operation. We rented a 12-inch chipper from Spruce Pine because no one in Charlotte, North Carolina would rent us a chipper because of
chipper
liability
story.
reasons.
Yeah.
So had to drive a chipper out there. Drove the chipper out there, ran it all week, and
Hey, bud.
so you'll hear people talk about me saying the premonition. Friday morning while we're running the chipper, I literally shut the chipper down and I said, Hawk, I don't know why, dude, but I need to be home around 3 o'clock today. Something fucking feels wrong. Damn it. Something feels wrong. Sorry, dog.
Something feels
And I need
wrong,
to be
Billy.
home by 3 o'clock today.
Yeah.
I want to get this
Exactly.
shipping done. And we
So
start
you
the
should
hustle.
immediately go to check on
We
your
got all the
wife.
chipping done by
Yeah.
like 11, cleaned up. I got the chipper loaded up, secured, drove the 100 and some miles home. On the way home, I stopped at Hobby Lobby to grab the sublimation supplies because I was going to make Andrea a new mug that weekend with her lion stuff. I grabbed her 3 dozen fresh eggs, drove home through Marion, dropped the chipper off, went up to the post office, got my shit from the post office, went home. Now, here's this thing, guys. I'm going to tell you what happened to me that day, and I don't know if I'm going to tell you in a pissed off anger or if I'm going to break down. I really don't know because I'm really freaking pissed right now. So when I got home, Todd, you've been to my house. There's some other people in the chat that I know who are from this area that I've asked to chime in or at least watch. Y'all have been to my home. When I walk into my house, to the left
You'd
is
go
the
check
living
on your wife.
and
Exactly.
Hurry up, go check on her. You were
for the
worried about her,
record,
Billy.
I've been to your home. I've never been inside.
right,
your
you didn't
house.
go inside. Right. So that's
Yeah. He could have just ran right in and said, or at least yelled to her, "Hey, are you okay?"
Or
But
make
he
sure
didn't
she
do
was
that.
physically
And
okay.
his excuse is he was all contaminated, so he had to go take a shower, right?
And then GS's chat is trying to point it out to GS, right? Like, okay, GS, I'm just gonna ask you this, GS. Did you see that comment in your stream yesterday? They pointed out the same exact thing. They said, okay, you're making up this, you're telling this story and testifying that you were worried about your wife at work. So the first thing you do when you get home, what? Check on your wife, maybe? Somebody else in GS's comment section actually pointed that out yesterday. I don't know who it is, but whoever that commenter is, I got the same question. How about you, Cliff?
Absolutely have the same question.
So
And I
so
think
Billy
a lot of
GS,
people in our
you know,
chat
feel
have that
free.
same question.
There's got to be some conspiracy going on, guys. So, you know, feel free to come on up and explain. You know, that's just one question. But feel free to keep going, Cliff.
why I'm going to explain it a little bit. To the left is our living room, and then through there is our bedroom. That's our bedroom, and our bedroom has a bathroom. Next to our living room is where my office is. So I walked in. The first thing I noticed when I opened the door is the smell of perfume. And that was freaking off to me because there's no other reason for
Honey, why is there a smell of perfume in here? Can you
Right.
explain that to me? What's going on?
Right.
perfume to be on
It's
unless
kind
we're
of
going out
odd.
to see someone.
Is that
Or
something
going to
new?
court. Not even if we're going to like our Friday night pizza nights or going to the bar or something like no. So I was like, okay, that's weird. My first thought was, did she spray it because the dogs took a crap? I don't know. So I walked in the living room, and the dogs are here with me now because they know I'm all freaking pissed. The living room is where we keep our dog food and water. There's normally one water bowl and one slow feeder bowl because our 4 dogs, if Sean Porter was our best friend, he would know we have 4 dogs, not 3. Our 4 dogs, they all eat here. Our youngest, Muggsy, who's the biggest, he's you know, He's the pup, so he likes to eat. So their food and water was there. There was another big bowl, which is, I think it was the pop. I don't remember exactly which one, but there was another big bowl of water there as well. I was like, all right, Andrea's probably out for the night. I'm seeing the water's full, the food is full, the bedroom door shut. She's not in her chair. She's out for the night. I'm like, she probably took her blood pressure medication, all that stuff. I don't know. I just knew that she wasn't in her normal spot. And the bedroom door was shut. All right. I walked into the office.
And
I dropped off the mugs that I had bought. And then I walked through the house over to the kitchen, put the 3 dozen fresh eggs in the fridge, then went to the other bedroom. Now, I had asked Andrea that morning to make the bed in the other bedroom because of all the crap that's going on. And I'm not telling you all that you can, if people want to know, you can call me personally. I am not putting this on a public record.
Yeah,
Shit
in
that's
other
going
words,
on in
like,
my
let me
life.
lie
It's
to
not
you.
like it was anything bad. It's just there were spiritual battles going on here in Spruce Pine.
what happened, Gregory?
Okay. Why didn't he fix his own bed?
Because women are supposed to do it.
No, everyone. When they wake up, when they the first one wake up, if a woman's not there, you fix the bed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm thinking right now? His story don't make sense. He called a friend and tell him to kill her, and he come up and talk to Heidi. You know, the first thing you come and you're your wife, honey, are you okay? When you feel the door, you know, go to the bedroom first. That's the first thing. You know.
Or did somebody else, you know, like you said, or did something else happen? Where, because why
Oh,
would they
maybe
go? Go ahead.
maybe maybe the line one, maybe she have a get a divorce and maybe she find out a man that's better for him, you know? Maybe find out, I don't know, something is not right with him, you know? I
Right.
bet he's I bet he's married for his money. For money.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
for 3 months.
Exactly. Well, so what I think it was people or Sean Porter said she had the 501c, right? She did the paperwork for the 501c. I think it
Yeah,
was Sean Porter. Soon as the paperwork came in, she was unalive. So the paperwork had to be there. So then what
exactly.
the Carney guy did was sign it over to himself. So now
Exactly,
he's
Walt.
taking over it, right? So it's all that had to do with the money and that stuff, and everything that had to do with her having stuff. She was the I say cash cow. She was not a cow. I'm just saying cash cow because she had the money. So it was a way for them to mooch and goose and whatever else you want to call it. Loser, user, and loser is what she said. And I think what she did was she used that acronym or the what is it the code user and loser is what she did, and she might have said it to him, and I think that's what made him do something, you know, like, or she told him, get the fuck out, don't come back, you and your friends do not come back to this house. She had to have said something, and I think it was already a trigger because remember he said he had a premonition or he had something that he saw earlier in the day, so this was already premeditated.
You know what Walt was saying? Human beings does not feel. Okay, if your wife died, why are you not crying? Why are you not in a sad mood?
Why do you have a pizza party the next day?
Yeah, why are you not like crying? Like my mom died, you know? I'm sad, you know?
Because your mom meant more to you than she
I
meant
no
to
no no
you.
no no. I'm an example. When somebody
Right,
did, you'd be
right.
sad right
So,
now.
so 3 months, right? Because you know their relationship was probably 6 months altogether, right?
Yeah.
3 months of it was married at the end.
Then if
But
your wife died,
somebody like him, because he already see to me, the personality I see is a manipulator. He's
but
been manipulating this from the very beginning. So he got in, right? He got into the 1A community, which is Andrea, Lion One. He got in. Oh, they get money, they get this, they get that. Well, they didn't need to because she was the money, right? So he already got in. He didn't need 1A at that point. So he wasn't out with Sean Porter no more. He wasn't doing it. He was doing other things to make money, supposedly, but he was using her money to do these things because she got the truck. Now he has a transportation to go
My
and
point is,
turn the trees down.
my
But
point
go ahead.
is, if you do an interview, how come he's not crying or sad?
He's not. He's pissed. You heard him. He said he's pissed because
I
people
know, but
are
once
talking.
the body died, you pissed and you sad together. You start crying. Emotion.
When you don't care about somebody, you will not show no emotion.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling.
Yeah.
You know, he's a faker. Yeah. That's all he is. He's a fake.
Do you have like that intuition or that like inkling that he may have done this before? Like everything you're hearing now that you're hearing a little bit more about it, do you feel like he might have done this before? Or
Yeah.
like tried to do it before?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because that's what
Maybe.
I'm getting. I'm getting those vibes like this man's
Yeah.
done this
I've
before.
been. Best. I bet he did this when it was not the first time, second, third time. You know, you have to
Right.
get a really deep check down check because you have
But
to
I'm
pay.
thinking, right.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is he's never tried the whole murder thing, or the unaliving, the suicide attempt.
It's never was a suicide attempt.
Right, right. But that's the story he's telling everybody else.
But a lot of people don't believe it.
Right,
Except
right, right.
except that GS what his name is. You know?
See, even Broccoli said, my husband passed,
And
and it's still hard for me to talk about it without
I
crying.
know.
And
Because
it's
it
been
goes
a few
to your
years now.
husband. Yeah.
Right, right, because that's somebody you guys care about. This rabbit guy did not have no emotions, so they're saying he was on meth or whatever the drug was of his choice. He was on that, so that alters your ability to even have emotions at that point, right?
Yeah.
And you can't blame it on the drugs because you know what you're doing, whether you're on drugs or not. You still know what you're doing. Just like when you're drunk, you know what you're doing. Yeah, you decided to get behind the car and you drove. You know what you were doing. Oh, you thought you were gonna make it home? No, and you hurt somebody else, and now you're in a hospital, and now they have you handcuffed to a bed because you unalive somebody else. So that's exactly what's going on here. So now they've investigated. They saw that there's nothing on the death certificate saying suicide or homicide. They've left it blank.
Because it's still ongoing.
Yes, it's an investigation. Yes,
Yeah, once the judge said it's the murder, then they will stamp it, certificate is a murder, you know?
exactly. And I
But you
think
guys,
they're already moving towards that because
let me tell you something. Murder cases, it doesn't mean 25 lives. He could get like 6 months, depends who the judge is. Remember that.
it also depends on the evidence.
Yeah, but sometimes the judge can be quicker too.
Well, we already know that because we watch videos and yeah.
Maybe this guy Rabbit have somebody, a judge or people working, a relative working in the system, you know?
Well, even that, right? So when most people get home, right, with their families, because even we can ask Broccoli, right? Because she said she had her husband when he passed. So Broccoli, before your husband passed, when he would come home from work, or when you would come home from work, or you were out and about, whatever it may can be, when you come home, you say hi to your husband, you give him a kiss, whatever it may be, right? You're not gonna jump in the shower. I mean, even videos we watch every day, like even movies, even if we don't believe in the movies, you're coming home, you're saying hi to the person you love, or the hi to the person, your significant other, whatever you call it, whoever they are. You come in, you say hi to that person. If I go to Michelle Mobile Media's house and I visit with her, the first thing I'm doing when I get into the house and I'm saying hi. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not out. Yeah, I may have to pee because I had a long drive out there. But you know what? I'm saying hi. I'm giving her a hug. I'm doing whatever I can for my friend. Yes, you always greet each other. Even when I come home, I may not give my mom a hug. I may come in and I'm saying, "Oh, I'm home. How are you guys doing? How was your day? Do you guys need dinner?" you know, anything. You're even Gregory, right? Gregory, when you would come home, your mom would say, "Oh, hi, Gregory. How are you doing?
Yeah.
How was your day?" You don't just jump in the shower. What's up, Angel? I can't use
Yeah.
on anymore.
Hey, Buckley, if if you're alone, just give me a hug. I could give you a hug, Buckley.
Gregory, you're
He
funny.
would say no. I know that for a
From
fact.
what I know and what I've heard, I will never believe it was suicide. Facts. Facts. Well, I didn't get to meet her. I wanted to meet her. I was getting ready to tell freaking press harder people, people press harder. I was getting ready to tell him I wanted to meet her. That was my next in line. I knew I already had talked to him about Jersey Watcher, and I was definitely gonna meet him. He was already on the list. I got to
Hey,
meet him.
Bridget, community.
Yeah, welcome in everybody. But,
Well, let's finish the interview.
yep.
Then we answer questions.
And if you're
Hey,
not a believer, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. So I'm not putting it out there.
The visual.
Call me if you want. Went over there, opened the other bedrooms. Like, great. She made the bed for me. Sat down, opened up the mail that I got. Laptop cooler. Yeah. Ran it over to the recycle. Went back, played with my dog Sansa for a moment, and I hopped in the shower. Ever since Helene, the standard routine is shower before you get into bed. Shower before you give kisses or hugs or anything.
Hold on, pause
Y'all
it.
don't know.
Pause it.
Yet another excuse.
Oh
Yeah, and make sure that you shave the beard that you've been growing for years. And then he
Yeah.
has his alibi tightened up a little bit by saying his beard almost got sucked into the wood chipper. I mean, not that I hope that would have happened, but I really hope that I really would have liked. I would, if that's true, I would have preferred that to happen. You know, I really would have. But instead, he has to use that as the alibi for that's the reason he shaves his beard. It looks
Right.
like to me.
And his
That's
head.
how
He
I
shaved his
see it.
head too. He shaved his head too.
So
He's been growing
GS,
that beard
hey
for years.
GS, if you did that to your wife, GS, would you shave your beard and your head too, so you could maybe get rid of some gunpowder residue or
So if you're looking at the picture, right? Gregor, have you seen the video where he's having? I think it was a memorial after. I think he put it private, but I want to say Jersey Watcher might have it. I think we were talking about that the other night, where he's in the front yard and he's talking, and you can see he shaved the beard off, he shaved his head off, and
Yeah.
he's lost a lot of weight. Yeah, see, Angel said it. The only time a guy gets home and straight in the shower is because he's trying to get another woman smell off him.
Yep.
So that could have been the perfume smell he was smelling too, right?
Yeah.
That's why I say
point,
even.
Angel. Good point.
Mm-hmm. And see, and I was saying that too, because if she sprayed all that perfume, obviously she knew something was up. If it was her perfume, he
Does
should have
he
been
look-
like, "Oh, this is your perfume," or "Whose perfume is this?" Or he would have been saying something. But go ahead.
Does he wear perfume?
I have no idea. I never met her.
Oh, okay.
Most women do wear perfume, so I can't tell you if the bed was made or the dishes done. What we ate for breakfast, would burn in my brain is the actual death. Yeah, exactly, broccoli, right? What's up, Riz?
Please.
Exactly, broccoli. So he remembered the bed being made and checking the bed. He remembered doing all this other crap before he even checked on her. But he had this premonition at 11 o'clock that something was bad that was going to happen. Why would you not go check on your wife? Like, why wouldn't that be the first thing? Yeah, you didn't want to touch her or whatever, but when you go check, you would go check. The story's not adding up.
some of the forensic evidence.
Especially take a long shower as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do the Kevin pose.
Mhm.
Right? Like, come on.
Right.
Common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
The crap.
Explain why. Talking about the stuff in the
Yes,
soil from the
everything,
flooding.
everything.
If
Todd,
you
you've
want,
seen it with
yeah,
your eyes. The
I have a
stuff-
video. I have a
Yes.
video on it showing the
That-
weird
Unless
chemical
You
stuff.
all come here.
Yeah.
Shut.
But generally specific is not taking sides. He's not taking sides.
Is he in the chat?
Oh, I don't know. And I haven't seen him in the chat. I think he's live streaming on his channel.
Yes. Hi.
Talking about the same suspects, like for public
Okay.
safety. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like weird, but I have to like you know how I am, Cliff. I got to take the glasses off to read a comment. But yeah,
Yep.
I'm looking at you, GS. Come on over here. If you're live right now, GS, come on, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was just trying to read that comment.
So, Jenwell, we are listening to Benghazi Rabbit make his excuses on his wife's quote unquote suicide. And a lot of people believe she was actually murdered. So he just went on Generally Specific's live stream last night and made his excuses about all of the testimony of other people that have been doing panels for a while now. And I think he's done, 9 or 10 panels so far?
It's getting up there. He's running the circuit for sure. But Cliff, can
Yeah.
I just tell you, your voice is so smooth like butter, and you just did that recap so smooth. Like everybody is now up to date with my rambling because of what you just did just now.
All right, so let's continue to play here.
The hell up about our routine.
That makes perfect sense to me.
You decontaminate. Andrea already suffered from all these ailments, all that stuff. I decontaminate before I even get close to my baby. I don't know what's going to happen. Right? Hop in the shower. Now, let me tell you, assholes, you see that beard in the picture? There was a lot heavier before I chopped it off.
Even tonight, I mean, even last night when he's doing this, does he sound like a grieving husband?
Well, and we're assholes, Cliff. He just said that
Yeah.
we're assholes because we're asking questions.
Yeah, we're all
I mean-
assholes for asking questions.
Yeah, I hope he understands that the questions are just going to keep coming. So, you know, but he's calling us assholes because we ask questions, and that looks suspicious. Very
Yeah.
bizarre.
Yeah.
I can't regulate my temperature very well with my ailments. It was over 100 degrees in Charlotte. I chopped that beard off for that reason. Furthermore, freaking literally almost got yanked into a wood chipper that morning by a branch.
Too bad you didn't.
Snagged my beard, and I said, frick that. Todd, I am trying my hardest.
Rick
I
that.
said, frick that. Right? So y'all say whatever the hell you want. As soon as I got home, I hopped in the shower. And it was to the point where when I got home Saturday, I saw it. I didn't even get all the crap back in the house. Like, I had my mug press and all that stuff sitting on the outside step still because I opened the door and took what I had in my hands in there. Like, I didn't even get to finish unloading all my crap before. So, like, I got out of the shower. I shaved manually because my Manscaped trimmer is dead. Right? 20 minutes to
What are
shave
the odds?
at least. I got out of the shower. Didn't even.
It would take 20 minutes anyway.
Yeah, and then I mean, keep in mind he's telling the story. He told the story earlier about how he was concerned all day at work. He had a bad feeling something bad was happening with his wife, and yet he's coming up with all these. Yeah. So, and then he's listing off all these things as if like listing off 12 things is better than listing off 6 of them. It's like, why wouldn't you have put check on your wife, number 1, then put the coffee mugs down, then put the 3 dozen eggs away, and then go into the shower. Then, shave your beard and shave your head because your manual trimmers were down or something to that effect. And then, and then it took him longer, 20 minutes. Okay. So,
yeah, he's trying to establish the timeline.
Exactly, and what he's doing is he's packing so many things in there. He thinks it makes it look good on his story. And what I'm noticing is that you're just listing off more things that are less of a priority than checking
Right.
on your wife that you said you were concerned about.
At 11 o'clock in the morning, saying you had to be home at 3 because you have a premonition that something's going to be wrong with your wife.
There you go. This is the key point to me. And your title says continuing controversy over Lion One's death, right?
Yep.
This for me is a huge sticking point right here. So Rabbit, I love that you said something yesterday, bud. We're collecting this right here because we just want to know. We want to verify all the things that you're saying, man.
Yep. And you better have this story memorized because you're going to have to repeat it in court too. So.
Interesting. Wow. It's very interesting, you know? Winston, are you there?
Yeah, my bad. I'm all talking and shit.
You,
Yeah, I
you
was
know
talking
what?
because I was like, we should do the Rogue Nation one now.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do the Rogue Nation one real quick.
Okay.
So everybody can hear the Rogue Nation.
Okay.
Dropping links. Right. Revisit. Live.
We have rules has about Cliff. Rules are like if anyone like British it's time out, you know? And you drop links, that's it, you know?
Blue,
Real simple.
safe, broken system.
So let's hear a little bit on this one.
Second, then we'll be live, and then we'll just wait. I like to wait a couple of minutes so people obviously can get the notifications and pop on in. I know Press said that he was going to wait till we went live, and then he was going to push out the link to everybody. So let's just give him a minute or two to do that, and
All right.
yeah, let's we got some people popping in. Lou, Save, Broken System, Innocent Auditor. What's up, everybody? Always good to see everybody. Howard, good to see you, brother. Yep, we got Sean on here today. He's got a story to tell. We're going to wait for more people to get in because we're not going to be telling this twice. So we want people to come on in and get the whole story. Not just recently, but, the backstory as well. Headbanger, good to see you. Dorothy, Nick, I am Margate, keeper of the
Every
list.
bit of it.
And I'm sure a lot of you have already heard a lot of this story in the community. For those of you that don't know, I'm been not in the loop as much as I used to be. I'm on probation. I've been doing some of my regular job, and I haven't had as much time to stay in the loop. But this is definitely a topic that I want to cover. I need to cover because Lion One, as everybody in this chat knows, has always been in this chat. So
That was a good intro.
Mm-hmm.
all right, we're at about 2 minutes into it, so we go ahead and get started. I mean, I don't think anybody in this community needs an introduction to Mr. Sean Porter. We've all watched and admired his videos for a long time. He's a great activist, a voice in the community. So without any further ado, we're going to get right into the relationship that Mr. Sean Porter and the Benghazi Rabbit have had before most of us even knew of the rabbit. So, Sean, if you would please, sir, just detail, like, you know, when you met the rabbit, what kind of interactions you've had with the rabbit before any of this occurred. What we talked a little bit before we started the stream, and you had indicated that he had actually lived with you. So, living with a person gives a much more in-depth look into their psyche than just somebody who talks to them on the internet and maybe has met them once or twice in their whole life for 30 minutes. So could you go over all that before you get into the topic that we're all actually here to discuss? Because I'd like some of that backstory.
Sure. So essentially, Rabbit showed up in the year 2022. He started hanging out with Ron Benghazi Headland in Richmond, Virginia. I didn't know who he was. His channel didn't have any traction at all. And it was a guy in a rabbit suit showing up to hold "fuck Biden" signs. I mean, it was hilarious. And then he would, people would be yelling at this giant bunny rabbit. And it was, it was satisfying to see people get mad at a giant bunny rabbit, the most innocent looking thing that there is. But essentially, he always had a very bad temper, not with us, but with other people. He would react inappropriately and freak out. And he ended up getting some charges in Virginia. And when he got served the charges in Virginia, rather than just going to jail and get processed and then roll out, he spazzed out on the cops. Ron said his eyes looked like he was possessed by the devil, and he tried to fight like 6 cops in Henrico County, Virginia. And so they arrested him, and they took him down hard as a result. And that's been his story. He fights cops in inappropriate times when he could just walk away or sign a piece of paper or, make a political stand. Instead, he resorts to just extreme outbursts that are not proportionate to what's going on. Like, he looks like a complete freak. He did it in Easley, South Carolina. But for a time, he was living in his Mercedes-Benz station wagon with high miles, and he didn't have a job. And he would just go around and camp out in people's backyards. He camped out in my backyard several different times, a week here, a couple weeks there. And, he'd come in and use the shower or whatever. I offered to let him use the guest bedroom, but he liked being in his car with all his audio visual stuff, editing and stuff at all hours of the night. And so he did his thing. And, he came out with us, on a multitude of occasions. And when he went to Easley, South Carolina, that's when he hooked up with Lion One. So he was in Easley, South Carolina, and she was watching his channel. And by that time, Ron Benghazi's channel got taken down. And so he just changed his name to the Benghazi Rabbit from the White Rabbit, which is what it used to be. So then they go to Easley, South Carolina, just the rabbit, and then some other guy. I don't know if it's for officer safety or what the guy's name was, but he went down and did some auditing in Easley, South Carolina, where, of course, he was attacked by police and arrested. We don't know what happened in that time because they seized the phones and the video was never released. So we don't know what happened. He had to deal with that nightmare. And then basically he was hanging out with Andrea. They would come up with their camper and camp in my backyard, a week at a time here or there. And it was always nice to have Andrea around. She was very nice, very friendly person. She was my first fan in 2020. She was like on every video commenting, thumbs upping for the algorithm and sharing my video to get me out there. I was protesting our piece of crap governor, Larry Hogan, for the lockdown. And, that's how I knew her. And so, we hung out a few times. She came out, they protested after we had a protest where the rabbit and her came up for a few days because my buddy got attacked by this Muslim guy for holding his Nuke Gaza Now sign. That was a video that went massively viral on Twitter, was my 65-year-old buddy getting punched in the face and knocked out by this guy from Turkey. And we went right back out there immediately like it didn't bother us to show him that they couldn't stop Sam from going out there with his signs and, just making sure the First Amendment had a place in Frederick County, Maryland. Rabbit came out for that, and he when he's in the rabbit costume, he's not supposed to talk. All right, that's his deal. He's a fucking rabbit. He doesn't speak English. But what he did was he snapped out on this Frederick City police officer. It was like Officer Bata or something along those lines. It was an Indian guy. And he used like all of the, like every single stereotypical old line that I ever mentioned, or that David Earl Warden, that guy, News Now Houston or whatever, used to use. And it was like he started yelling at the cop, don't run with scissors, don't eat the yellow snow. And he was like, it was like totally ridiculous, because all the cops said was, the Roy Rogers people said that you're on their property, and I don't think that you are. And he was kind of looking around, and the rabbit just jumped this guy's shit for no reason, pissed the cop off for no reason, ruined our fucking video. We had to have the rabbit edit out like his voice because it ruined the video. And he snapped out for absolutely no reason. Then, and that was in 2023, April of 2023. And then he did a situation where he was holding a sign, and it was an exact copy of a sign I made for Nora Roberts. And that was, I'm not a gynecologist, but I know a cunt when I see one. It was a sign based off of a t-shirt that I had. And so he had a sign made up that was almost identical, except it was about a county politician. And he stood up and he held it, and they claimed he was disrupting the meeting. And rather than, having his rights violated and documenting it and getting thrown out, he started resisting the police and getting into fights with the cops. And then he had to go to court for that. And then he had to appeal it and go to Superior Court. And he made a totally massive deal out of something he could have turned into a really good video about how they're violating civil rights. He could have filed in federal court for them violating the civil rights. He wouldn't have got any money. He could have got like a declaratory judgment, maybe an injunction, maybe change their rules of decorum, something like that. But instead of showing them to be, tyrants that are for censorship, he turned out to be the bad guy in the video. And he just looked like a crazy, deranged psychopath attacking cops who didn't give two shits and weren't really trying to get involved. They were just there to provide security for the event. And essentially, they're not cops at that point in time because they're actually under the direction of the chairperson who's presiding over that meeting. That's the way it's structured. And if that person over the meeting, presiding over the meeting, wants to violate your rights, the cops are going to go along with it. The cops are going to be indemnified. And the person presiding over that meeting, they're the ones that you would then go after. You would name the police officers, but they were just doing their job, and they would end up getting qualified immunity. But what he did was he turned it into a criminal proceeding against himself for no fucking reason at all. He was just totally psycho. And I really didn't hang out with him much after that. Now, I kept talking to Andrea because she would call me all the time, and she would ask me questions and ask for advice. And at one point in time, she did ask me and Ron Benghazi if the rabbit was just using her. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not that involved in your relationship. But obviously you're the one with the house. You bought him a truck. You bought him a Kubota utility vehicle, a trailer. You bought him a camper. You're buying him all this, a drone, all this audio visual equipment, and he doesn't fucking work. So then essentially comes this Hurricane Helene or what have you that devastated their area. And Rabbit lied his fucking ass off constantly, talking about dead bodies in trees and dead bodies under trees and dead bodies everywhere. And when I spoke to the detective said they had one report of a dead human being that was on public display, stuck in debris in their whole county. One report. So the detective said, don't listen to a word the rabbit says. He's completely full of shit. Long story short, fast forward to February of this year, and the rabbit had ordered some solar panel array and a battery backup on Andrea's dad's credit card, but I didn't know it was on Andrea's dad's credit card. So they ordered the stuff to my house in Maryland, which I thought was odd, but whatever. And then it sat here for months. And I said, why don't you just return it to Amazon, dude? Like, just return it and get your money back. No, don't worry about it. Well, I found out after speaking to Andrew's dad, the reason why he wasn't pressed about returning it and wanted to drive 6 hours from North Carolina each way to come get this stuff and bring it back, even though he had no use for it because his power was only out for a few days, was because it was purchased on Andrea's dad's credit card. And it was just a way to get funds, resources, and money from Andrea's dad's credit card. Now,
jeez.
when he was up here, we did do a series of videos. I had him serve a subpoena on the.
So there's so much. There's so much, and yeah, there's just so much. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Using the credit cards, supposedly now trying to get money out of the accounts, which he has no legal claim to. Because they're in trust. You can't touch something that's in a trust, I believe. Nobody can touch it. Even the cops can't touch that.
The county attorney for a deposition of one of the county commissioners. I had him come to the jail with me, and we passed out flyers mocking the elected sheriff and supporting another candidate to replace him, a guy that was not even running for candidate. It was like it was a joke. It was actually a guy that I don't like, and there's a video of him acting real stupid about public photography. So anyway, that was the last time I physically saw the rabbit. He had lost about 100 pounds, and he said that, no, I'm just working a lot and all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And so he barely slept, and he was out of here. He went right back to North Carolina with that stuff. I don't know where it is now, but I suspect based on everything that the detective told me about him stealing from the camps in the area, that he, in fact, and there was a victim of 2 of this guy's tents were stolen. That individual contacted me directly on Facebook Messenger. But yeah, essentially, based on that, I believe that he just sold that and turned it into money for himself. The day that Andrea died, Billy called me and said, basically, I started yelling at him because I hadn't talked to him since I've been talking to Andrea, and I started screaming at him when he called. I saw Rabbit show up on caller ID. I just started chewing him out for cheating on his wife and making his wife have to call me and bother me with his bullshit. And he's like, Sean, Andrea's gone. Andrea's gone. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, she's gone. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, she's dead. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And, he proceeded to, he was not concerned that he lost his wife. He was concerned as to what my perception of the situation was leading up to the loss of his wife. He was trying to fix my story. He was talking to me about, Andrea's crazy. Well, yeah, she's fucking a guy who dresses up like a bunny rabbit. She's got some issues, okay? We all do. But basically, he was trying to frame it in the sense that she was crazy, and then a woman who gets Botox and is worried about her appearance and is a very girly girl was going to somehow put a gun to her head and blow her head off, even though the text messages from the day prior that I had between her back and forth, which I have preserved and I can share to you after this show, as well as the call logs. She was not doing that. She was going to get rid of that son of a bitch or try and get him counseling for his problems. I have those text messages. Everybody has those text messages now. I have no problem sharing them with you. My conversation with her on the, it was the Tuesday prior to her death. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday was her death. Thursday was the text messages. The phone call was on Tuesday, and the phone call was about him being on FetLife and Tinder, and she sent screenshots of his profile pictures, one of which he was naked on. It was really fucking disgusting. And I even gave him shit about it. I was like, I'm never going to get that image out of my mind, dude. It's disgusting. But yeah, so long story short, she was not suicidal. This guy called me acting extremely suspicious. Later, he's holding the ashes hostage from her dad. Her dad wanted some of the ashes to come home to Ohio so he could have his baby girl at home, and the rabbit would not allow the ashes to be released. So, yeah, the rabbit's done absolutely nothing to show remorse. The rabbit shaved off his...
What's up, Alo?
Oh, my God.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's just a little bit. There's more. Like
his beard and his hair prior to the police arriving. So what I was told was that he took a shower, shaved his beard that he'd been growing for years. It was his signature beard. Why? The dude has nothing. The dude dresses up in a rabbit suit. Like, he doesn't do anything. I've got kids. I got a life to deal with. The rabbit, he's got a meth trafficker for his best friend, and he's running around scamming people for charity money. That's what Rabbit's got. I don't give two shits about this guy at this point in time. The fact that he went and killed Andrea is why I'm here speaking, is I'm trying to give her a voice and stand up for her because she was being bullied, used, and abused by Billy. Billy was abusing her. It was an abusive relationship, and this is what happens to people who are naive and gullible and try and see the good in people. This is what happens.
As I understand it, she was kind of done with them using her and questioning it with her friends. Like, what should I do? Are they just using me? You know, they're here on my property. They're mooching. I suspect they're on drugs. Like, I think that might be a catalyst that needs to be, a lot of attention needs to go into that part of it.
Andrea's best friend has a whole bunch of these phone calls, including Billy calling her, recorded. They will be played to a jury at some point in the future, I believe, and I believe that they are damning. Period. And if GS wants to have a different opinion,
said they were going to hop.
If GS wants to have a different opinion, it's his right. It's a free country. He can say and think whatever he wants. I've known Billy for years. I spoke to Billy's dad, who does not doubt this at all. Billy's dad was crying repeatedly because Billy's dad spoiled him his whole life until he finally kicked Billy out in 2022. I believe that's the year he kicked him out, and he started living in his car the whole time. But his dad and his mom enabled him to act like this and to not have consequences and got him out of trouble. And Billy's never going to learn. And he got so bold that he killed Andrea because she was going to sell the house out from under him, move back to Ohio with her best friend in Pequot. She was going to roll out and leave him high and dry. And he didn't like that. He didn't want that. He didn't want to leave. She had been trying to get him to leave. He wouldn't leave. She knew that was the case. And what it came to a head with him shooting her in the head. That's just the quickest way to explain it.
And there's a lot of people still saying, well, things don't make sense. Well, I think they make perfect sense. I think, the hurricane happened, a lot of scamming, a lot of nefarious shit started going on. This group was definitely taking advantage of people, scamming people, mooching off Andrea, it sounds like. And it caused a lot of issues
definitely, for sure,
within their little world, like they had. Go ahead, Rogue.
Hey, kid, cool. Welcome in.
Rogue, you were trying to get a word in?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Oh, is he cutting out?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, good. So there was a young lady that said she had some recordings that we could listen to. So I'd like to listen to those if possible, and give her the mic so she can tell her part of the story, so we can hear all that as well.
I'm assuming that is me. My name is Alicia, and Andrea is my best friend. And I just want to say thank you to Sean for being a voice for her. Because if you all know her the way I do, I know she would want us to be doing this and to give her a voice. I'm trying not to cry. If I do, I'm mourning.
You're fine with us. If you need to cry, you're more than Like nobody's gonna.
I'm going to cry. I'm not ashamed of that. Um, I'm shaking. Um, I feel like if you all loved her, and the way she described you all to me is that, you're auditors, you hold people accountable, you rip things apart, you dissect them, make them make sense, and you understand that a lot of time help is looked over by the agencies that are put in place to supposedly defend and protect us. And I feel that um, I think that she would want me to share with you all a phone call. So if you don't mind, Andrea called me the FOIA queen. I just love me some public records, and I love to have fun with the First Amendment. And it's how I met her. Um, I uncovered some corruption in the town that I live in, and she came to do a piece on what was going on in my community. And that is how I met her. And she taught me many things. She taught me um, to not give up, because we will be stonewalled in this, in pursuit of accountability. She taught me how to be closer to God. She was the most wonderful prayer warrior I've ever met. And I just want to play this for you. And I'm probably going to fall apart. I don't apologize for that. It's because I love her deeply. But I know that she loved so many of you. I'm hoping that maybe this will help in the pursuit of justice and accountability for Andrea. So I don't know all the legal things. This may be triggering. This may be, you might not want to listen to this phone call. I received, I think around 5:03 p.m. the day she died. And this call is Billy Rabbit telling me that she is no longer with us. He had called me from her phone prior. I had spoken to her multiple times that day. And she helped me send an email earlier to a state representative and some commissioners in my community. And I was going to mow my lawn and call her back. And the phone rang, and it was strange because she was waiting on me to call her back. But I was getting a call from her. So I answer, and I heard crying. And so I knew to grab something to record with. I didn't know what was going on. I recorded that until the line went dead. And then a few minutes later, I got another call back from her phone. And this is a recording of that. Like I said, this is not easy to listen to. So if you don't think you can, don't listen. And let me know if you can hear it. Oh God.
Hey, Gio.
Come to see, brother.
I may have left you a voicemail, but Andrea's gone.
What do you mean gone? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah. Okay. What?
Yeah.
I just got home from Charlotte and she killed herself, apparently.
With what?
Her fucking gun. Standing in with a sheriff's deputy now and they're treating her inside. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, I just fucking talked to her.
That's what I said to the deputy. We have friends who would have told me.
I talked to her at 3:00. I talked to her at 3:00 and she was fine. I talked to her at 3:00 and she was fine. She even gave me her email address today to send an email to her. Because she was gonna send it out to people, and this is very shocking.
I got home from Charlotte. I got in the shower. Got out of the shower. Went in to say hi to her. She's fucking gone.
This doesn't make sense. She was fine.
Yeah.
Listen, can you pause this 1 minute? You guys think are these really cry or fake cry? Whoever is doing it.
Right there, he's fake crying.
Yeah. What do you guys think in the chat? You think it's fake crying, one, or really crying two? You know? What do you guys think? He's a fake crying? Yes or no?
He stole my friend. I hope you're worried about your soul.
Yeah.
Rabbit.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Fake crying. It's definitely
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely fake because he's like welling at points where she's asking him very important.
I agree. I agree. Yes.
Well, she's
I
asking him
agree.
very important questions too, you know. And
Yes.
instead of answering, he's wailing.
Yeah. She's like, oh, we are talking Lion One. Could you know the Lion One?
Yeah, we're speaking of Lion One. She did stuff in the Wenway community. She also was in the chat. She did everything. She did a lot of things for the 1A community. Yes, Billy killed Andrea. Exactly. The rabbit killed lion.
That's very interesting interview. You know.
He started out with one story, but then he elaborated. Then he
Exactly.
got way too specific about all the details before it was going on, before going into it. Exactly.
Look,
There was no pain in that cry. Exactly, Sabrina. Exactly.
you guys acted fake crime. This fake crime. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's fake crime.
And that's exactly what he's doing. And he's moving the phone away, so it's not even picking it up because you know he's fake.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Nobody really cries like that. If you're really gonna cry like that, you're gonna make it worth
At least
it.
a tear would come. A tear. A tear would drop your eyes.
Wild. But first of all, you're not gonna. A woman's. I mean, a woman has done it because they said so. A couple people have said women have done it. What happened?
NH Mountain just here.
Oh, what's up, NH? Welcome in. She was there for all of the real people she loved. Life in her eyes. Yep, she had life in her eyes. Patricia.
Okay, let's continue. The fake guy come crying.
I talked to her at 3. You want to call me? Dude, I was on the phone with her at 3. And I got all of that. She was fine. She was fine. What the fuck? What the fuck? She was gonna come up here? This is crazy.
Honey, I don't think we need to.
This is crazy.
I don't think. I don't think we need to hear anymore. I think the point is
How the
proven here.
fuck is this happening?
This guy is definitely a
And she had just wait
not
for it.
right.
Shit. Just wait for it. She had been drinking nothing. She had gotten drunk earlier in that week. What the fuck? You just wait. Like literally. What? And the dog started acting crazy. I came in, they were everyone fine. I got them down, I put their stuff down. What the fuck? What the fuck? She had just talked to, oh my God. Oh my God, she was sounding so good today.
Too good for him.
What the fuck?
That's a fake cry.
Oh my God. Now, just so you know, half an hour of talk. That doesn't make. Just so you know, he's standing in front of police officers as he's talking to me. Oh my God.
Hey, listen. I'm going to ask you. Okay. Does the police go to anybody home? Witnesses? Neighbors?
I'm not sure.
They got somebody heard a gunshot. They after heard a gunshot.
Right. I don't
Anybody,
know.
a witness, a neighbor.
I don't know. The neighbor was saying, I believe, was telling them that I think this is when realized rabbit on a life trip. Oh shit! I closed it. My bad. Shit. What was I saying? Fucking A. It's because I moved it. That's why I was like, fuck, let me just close it. I don't even remember what number we were at.
Hey, Cliff. There's cop bunch of neighbors. Oh, okay.
Yeah, where's that fucking shit at?
Oh, let me add on. Hold on.
Rogue is the real person. I met him 6 years ago.
I'm gonna go back into the
Hey,
public lobby.
Taiwan, what's up? What's up, Taiwan?
What's up?
Don't leave.
What the hell happened to the video now? See, Brandon, you said something and then I fudged it up for reals. It's Brandon's fault. It's all Brandon's fault.
Yeah,
Blame it on
Brandon.
him.
He's standing in front of police officers as he's talking to me.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my God.
It's always Brandon's fault. Yeah, because you said I fucked up, so it's your fault. What's up? Saying the
I
man.
talked to her for 23 minutes at 3 o'clock. So 3:23, I hung up with her. How the fuck could she die in 7 minutes?
West Side accountability. Welcome to the stage, sister.
What's up?
Love having you up here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I took something from your live stream too that I'm going to share. I hope you're okay with that.
You don't like
Oh,
UGO?
man, with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So once we get done finishing this phone call here with the crocodile wailing going on, we'll go ahead and play that.
Okay.
Do you have anything you want to talk about right now?
No, just I hope
Poor
she's
Brandon.
resting in peace and she can have peace soon.
Yeah.
She deserves
I hope
peace.
so.
She deserves justice. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
You
And we don't know everything. I mean, innocent until proven guilty, but man, oh man, a lot of things are just not adding up on his story. So, and we have to voice that. We have to put it out there in the public to put pressure on the government to not only investigate but do a good investigation. And if they decide to prosecute, he deserves a trial. But the only way that we're going to be able to put pressure on our government to do something is with public pressure, and that's what this is about right now, in my opinion. That's the way I see it. And for people to poo-poo on talking about these things, it's just not fair to call us assholes because we have questions,
Right.
So that's just my opinion, but I think I'm right.
That's 7 fucking minutes. I didn't hear shit. 7 minutes. Within 7 minutes. And the dogs weren't going crazy or nothing. Even when I was out of the shower, nothing. But she's cold.
So he's calm right now when he's talking.
It don't make any sense on myself. What the fuck, dude? I was on the phone with that old mom for a half hour giving CPR. What the fuck, dude?
Nope.
I talked to her till what the fuck? She was fine. She was actually waiting on me to call her back.
Which she never made the call back. Rabbit made the call.
What the fuck? She said she would never do this to where I'd have these motherfuckers here. And now I got all drivers, all people here.
There he is playing victim again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She said she would never do this to me. Now I got all these cops surrounding me here.
Exactly.
Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And on the phone, and you know that Safe Pickwood did not trust him because she was telling him everything that she was going to do. Line 1 was. So he probably knew the call was being recorded.
Right.
Because they were not friends.
Well, even that, okay, so Vigilant, right? He's saying right now. What's up, John Eagle? Welcome in. Rabbit said he got home at 3:30 and she was cold. How was he doing CPR? How was he doing anything of that significance to save her if she was gone?
Hey, Vincent, the link is pinned if you want to come up.
Hey, Gio. Yeah, if anybody wants to come up, the link is pinned.
Yeah.
Open panel. If we don't know you, you got to show your face.
Yep. and if Brenda wants to come up, Brenda have to give $20 each. Me and West Side.
Oh yeah, definitely he has to do that. That's a must, Brandon.
Oh, thanks for the cash app.
Oh, you're welcome.
I ordered me a pizza.
Good.
Yeah, the Golden Corral pizza. It's good.
Was it good?
No, it's coming. It's $9
Oh,
for
today.
a large pizza with one topping. You know.
Nice. You didn't even notice or what?
No, I didn't even notice it at all until my tester you know.
I told you the other day I was gonna send it to you.
I don't listen. You know that.
Yeah, I know. So it's been sitting there. I should have took it back.
It's too late.
I know. Just kidding. I wasn't gonna take it back. I'm not an Indian giver. If I can say that. Anyways.
Hey, Gio, when are you going live again? I don't see you go live no more.
He's been putting videos out.
Oh, okay. You guys, sometimes I don't check with it because I'm lazy. You know?
Oh yeah, we know, Gregory. It's okay.
Man, 17 people. I have 20 to 17. It's good.
That's even better, right?
Mm-hmm. That means
because it's
my content is going good.
Yeah, he doesn't listen. We already know, Brendan.
No, I didn't say super lazy. I didn't say that. I'm not lazy. No.
He had the super lazy in. He had the super.
No, I'm not lazy. No.
Fuck it, I am. I can admit it.
Of course you're lazy. You're tired because you're damn dentist.
I work every fucking day.
Yeah. If you give me $20, Wanda.
No, don't give him shit. You gotta share the pizza. Shit, Gregory probably eat the whole pizza himself. I tried, but I'm not creating a different account. Not gonna happen, peeps. Not gonna happen. Gregory, fix your scroller banner. So face to show face. Oh, because you have soul face instead of show. Yeah, Gregor's got enough pizza for all of us. Yeah, right, Brandon. He had $20. The fuck that you're not gonna buy a fucking whole pizza for everybody on the $20.
Who said no? Who's
What?
taking?
Who?
Who's taking?
Every day of the week. Who's taking or faking? Taking? Oh, who's taking orders?
No one. I already did.
Somebody send me some pizza.
Pepperoni pizza and who's talking? Who?
We had a pizza party for work yesterday, so I got pizza.
Who's talking?
Who's talking? Benghazi Rabbit, or actually, Alicia sharing Benghazi Rabbit's video. What's up, Wanda?
I gotta find more. You guys gotta have more clips for these because I want to make a premium all about what will happen. You know.
Dub. This is the Vigilance Committee video of recording that we have. It's frozen. Yeah, we paused it.
Her and Rabbit. So it's yeah.
Well, and like she says, because she's gonna say it in a little bit. Even the cop.
Sean's not here.
Even the cop didn't believe him.
Yeah, according to Sean Porter, right? But we didn't actually hear the cop say it, right? So it's all conjecture.
Right. But at the same time, you know, that's one of the questions I had was if that was the case, if the cop did, Well, yeah, I guess we'd have to request that, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
But it's an
I guess
active investigation. And now if it's
we're not
not,
gonna
if they're
give it
not
to us.
investigating, we should be able to get everything, right?
Right, right. We should be able to. Yep. Has
Exactly.
anybody?
So,
Do you know if anybody's requested anything? I mean,
well,
besides
it's Mitchell.
his
I
family?
think it's the Mitchell County Sheriff's Department that's in North Carolina that's investigating this. And Sean Porter on one of the live streams, I think it was his last live stream, he said the name of the detective, but I don't remember the name of it. I
Ashley.
think it was his last live stream. Which one did you do?
Ashley Beam. Safe Piccolo says she asked for it.
She asked for it. Okay, so she might
She
have
asked
it.
for it.
Can't have it because
Can't have it because it's under
it's being
investigation.
invested. Okay, but what's the name of the detective? Say Picklet. Do you know?
Ashley
Because I
Beam.
think Sean Porter said the name of the detective. So maybe call him and make sure that it is an active investigation. And if you can't get these things like the autopsy report and the other things, that means it's got to be an open investigation.
It has to be an open investigation. Yep.
Yeah.
No, Quick Vic, no.
Okay, she says Silvers and Bean.
Rapid murdered line one.
Silvers
There's two. Yeah, Silver
and
and
Bean.
Beam.
Grayson, can I pause
Silver
this?
and Bean.
Because we haven't answered.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, so
Quick
that's the
Vic.
story. She took her life, but the story is also changing because nobody ever said she took her life. The guy that took her life is telling the story that her life was taken by herself.
No, well, everybody thinks Rabbit killed her. It's not suicide. It's change. That the kid was saying it wasn't suicide. It was a gunshot wound. Yeah.
It was on the police report.
Yeah.
It said a gunshot wound to the
Yeah.
head. So it is not suicide marked or homicide. Right now, it's an open investigation. Westside, what's the man's name on the top of you? LOL. The Vigilante Committee. That's Cliff Williams.
Oh, he knows that. He's playing
Committee. Gio knows that? Why is he
Yeah.
asking?
For a joke, I think.
Oh.
Think. So,
Yeah, that's the question too. Did
That's my
YN1
best
have
friend.
any cameras in the house? But even if she did, he has access to some. I'm sure
Right.
he would
Yeah.
have access to something and
Yeah,
delete.
if there was, they're already. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it
they're
took
already
him.
recorded over.
Yeah, it took him a while to actually call because remember, Say Pickwood was on the phone with
You
her,
might need to
and I've
take your
seen that
bin
phone
down.
record too. From
Can see
3
face?
o'clock to 3:23, right?
Right, right.
And then he called at 5:03. So in between that time, he could have done a lot of things.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, he did a lot of things, all right.
Yeah.
With the shower and the shaving, didn't even go and check on her.
Hello.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for
Good. Hey, thanks for having me up. Hey, I had one question though, which I don't understand. What was because it was a gunshot to the. Can I say that gunshot to the head?
Yeah.
What was the angle? Is it like? What was the angle?
That's the stuff we don't
Of
know.
the
We don't
bullet.
know the details of it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't see her. She was.
Because that would give a lot of information if we got the angle from because that would
right
somewhat
projectile.
prove.
And that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they're looking into. They're doing that investigation on that, so they probably got their projectiles. Like, and then when they had the investigations, they got it all mapped out and everything. I'm sure.
Because I forget that famous case, but there was a case that where the person, I don't what I could say on YouTube, but they unalived themselves through the head, and the angle was like that. You're probably not going to do that. That's somebody holding that, and that's why they do that now because they proved it. It's like you're not gonna. It's impossible to hold that angle.
Right, and most females
Yeah.
don't shoot.
Which I'm not making that claim either. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like you said, it's open case, correct? You know, I'm not making that claim. I just want to make that statement. I'm not making the claim. I was just asking.
Right. And that we all got that question, you know.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all want
It's
that
weird,
answer.
huh?
Yep.
But thank you for having me up. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Right, and he didn't check on her. That's something that it really, I mean, because he said in his live stream, which he's taken down, by the way, he took down those live streams after her death. I don't think he wants people to see them. Why would you do that? Right?
Yeah, right.
So they're gone.
Aren't they recorded
Unless
though?
you're hiding something, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he took them down. That's suspect. That's sus.
Very sus.
Let's see. You sent the audio files and phone records to both of the detectives. Good. Good. Let's continue.
He
And,
was
I,
successful.
yeah, and I hope, Safe Pickwa, that you're not mad that I didn't use GS's stream where he was saying really nasty things about you while you were trying to share the recording. Like, I'm not even going to repeat them anymore. I did say one thing, and I'm not going to repeat myself on that.
But at the same time, why go after the victim's best friend?
Right. Unless you're taking sides. You know, he says he's not biased, but yet he's attacking these people with their testimony and allowing Benghazi Rabbit on his live stream. So, yeah, no, you're taking sides, GS.
Definitely taking sides.
Don't try to have your cake and eat it too. He wants it out just in case he's wrong, right? And we're committed to what we believe and what we think.
Right.
Gaslighting. We have our opinions, and if it turns out we're wrong, then I'll apologize for it if I'm wrong. I always have, but I
will too. But yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm willing to stand for something and speak my mind and give my opinion and ask questions.
And then and he may not have done it. For all we know, he may just be an accomplice.
Right.
He might have even set it all up. So
he might have. Yeah.
I mean,
while he was in the shower, go ahead and go in and take that way I have an alibi, and he could have. So I mean,
and I'll just shave it all off just because of the supposed work job thing or whatever,
Well, and scuttlebutt is that one of them's turning on the other, so I'm just throwing that out there.
And they will.
Yep.
Yeah, to save your own ass, they will.
Oh my God. You're not alone. Oh my God, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? She wasn't crying. She wasn't. What the fuck?
Thank you, General.
Dude, what
I appreciate that.
Fuck.
You didn't leave me. Don't know me. Tell me what's going on.
I don't know. I know she was talking about you guys for breaking up and stuff, and she found out that you were on some BDSM sites and stuff, and she was heartbroken. And but she was not talking like that. She was talking about she wanted her truck back, and she was gonna sell the. She said you weren't gonna go. She told me you weren't gonna go. She said you told her fuck her, you weren't gonna go.
Yeah, she can go to that.
He said yeah. He admitted to it.
Mercedes, go work. Yep.
Lies. No, it didn't sound like that to me. It sounded like she was kind of fed up with you. This is really crazy, dude.
HPR News.
How the fuck is my friend dead? I talked to her and there's within 7 minutes. I'm supposed to call her back. I was mowing my yard.
Well, from the time I fucking got in the shower and cut the beard off, I went to say hi.
That's fucking insane.
Now that's a good client, you know.
She even talked to Sean Porter.
Who's even talking?
She told me she talked to Sean Porter.
She also talked to Joe Cool, and we're going to play that clip in a minute. We're going to share his testimony. She also talked to people. A lot of you know him as Press Harder, but he goes by the name of People. That's
People.
what he is and who he is. He doesn't really have an identity. He's the people. So that's his philosophy.
Old man.
So
That's why he called me.
What the fuck?
Yep.
She talked to your dad. Oh my God. What?
I think he realized his whole thing was going to come crashing down because he didn't realize that Lion One was talking to a lot of people about what he had done, cheating on her, doing all these things, and she was planning on leaving him. And I think they had a blow up, and he wigged out, and he thought he could cover it up. He thought he could claim suicide when she had no suicidal tendencies that day at all, and she wasn't drinking because I mean, Sean Porter said she wasn't drinking. He talked to her on the day that she talked to her, and she was not drinking. She was in good spirits, and I don't believe she was a drunk either. Sean Porter said that the cops said that they found a half a bottle of wine.
Half a bottle of wine.
And that was it.
Right.
Yeah. So, but he's trying to say she was a drunk, she was crazy, she had all these medical conditions, she was in serious pain, and she was ready to go home. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, all he's doing is trying to make an alibi, covering his tracks. Yeah, and that's it. And that's, of course, that's conjecture. That's my opinion. That's it's. I don't know these things, but these are thoughts that I have and questions that I have, and I think a lot of people are having these same questions. And there's a lot of people that actually know Andrea well enough that they know she did not do this thing, and I tend to believe them and their stories. So that's just where I'm at. I've had a personal experience with Benghazi Rabbit on a panel on GS's channel, and the guy was a loose cannon. Period. So
I've never met the guy and don't want to meet him. I want to meet. I want to meet so many people on YouTube, but I don't want to. I definitely don't want to meet him.
I don't want to ever talk to that guy again. I mean, that guy knew me, didn't know me at all, and he was just feeding off of what GS was saying about me and just saying the same things. Cliff, you're a piece of shit, and he didn't know me at all. I'd never had a conversation with the guy, so it's like, but on a panel, not knowing me at all, he's calling me all these names, and it's like, dude, that's a psycho. I mean, just all he was doing was giving GS cover. That's what he was doing. So, and there's some sick individuals out there on YouTube that are like that too. They just love to kill, kill and destroy. They want to destroy people's spirits, right? That's not what we're trying to do. We're asking questions.
Right.
And I've seen the vitriol of GS. Dang it, I did it again. I wasn't going to be hard on him because he does have anger issues. He's self-proclaimed that he has anger issues. And here I am, probably going to get his ire up. Poor little guy.
He'll be all right. What the fuck? She also talked to someone that I noticed in the chat earlier, Joe Cool. She also called Joe. And she also told me she called Ron Benghazi.
Hi, Perry.
What the fuck?
I think I'm asking myself.
All right. So if you guys want to see the rest of this, go to Rogue Nation. And just watch this part of it. I'm ending it right here at
box of wine.
58 minutes and 37 seconds.
Close live.
Actually, 58:05. But I need to move on because, in the interest of time here, I want to play this one next.
Can't get my finger. Oh, there.
Share screen.
Exactly,
This
Gio.
is,
Injustice for 9-1.
and this is West Side
West Side.
Accountability's interview. And I'm just going to play the Joe Cool portion of this because I
That
think
was a
it's
good part.
very good testimony of his conversation or conversations with Lion One. And I think people would really like to know what his testimony is. He does have a lot of, everyone knows that he is very trustworthy in what he says. I've never known Joe Cool to lie. I've known him to troll. He pretends like he doesn't know me at all. But I've already, he was saying, he was on a panel and there was saying negative things about me. And he says, "Oh, I don't know the guy." But then the very next morning, he called people, and I was out on the porch, and he put it on speakerphone. And the first words out of Joe Cool's mouth was, "I know Cliff didn't do that." And I'm grateful that I got to meet him in Chicago. So, really good man.
Oh yeah, he's great. I love the laugh.
Yeah, good heart-to-heart conversation with him. He's an awesome person. So here's his testimony.
First of all, me and Lion, we're good buddies. I've spent some time out there with her and at the crib where they're at and all that bullshit. I spent weeks out there. And I don't have to go by what I'm hearing. In fact, I wasn't listening. I was fucking on the I was on the phone and Press Hard sent me a link. I didn't know it was even to this, right? But yes, I got a little knowledge about this, man. I'll tell you, and I think you're the first person I'm telling this shit. First, certainly I haven't said this in public, but Lion called me before it happened. And she told me she was worried. She thought something was going to happen, and she wanted me to come out there and protect her because when he got home, she was worried about what was going to happen. And I told her normally I would, but I got some family stuff. I had to come back to Chicago because my mom had a stroke. My brother caught cancer, and both of them went down at the same time. I can't travel. I couldn't travel then.
That's why I didn't send you a link to this because I didn't want you to be bothered.
I told her, give me 3 weeks and I'll come out there. I'll clear this up and find time. And she was like, "Oh no, I'll be in Ohio by then. I'm not gonna stay here." And when I found out, I called Rabbit, who I don't know well. I've only talked to him a couple times, and I was on speakerphone when I was talking to Lion. I don't know Rabbit well. Those were our interactions. And when I called him, I'm like, "Joe, what's this shit I'm hearing?" And the first thing he said was, "Joe, I'm so glad you called. Listen, I was really worried. So I told my people at the job I had to rush home and check on my wife and Joe. I stopped, I showered, I changed clothes, I shaved my beard off and all of that shit. That was the first shit. And instantly, I took that as why the first shit out your mouth sounds like you're setting up an alibi. That was my first thought. I'm just being honest. And then I gave another test in my head. I said, okay, I'd like to give motherfucker benefit of the doubt. I don't want to, this is heavy shit. So I told myself, if this nigga's pushing for a cremation, then my thoughts are probably right. So I called him just to ask and said, give me the date and shit for the services. And he was like, she's in the cremation queue, Joe, which I never even heard of a cremation queue. But that made me think that, something's fishy. And I've also, I should be honest, I've also talked to everybody involved in this shit. I mean, her people and more. So I've done some investigating, but I'm not going to comment on all the shit that I've talked about and talked to yet. That's why. That's what's going on with me, man. Lion, fucking love her, loved her, still love her, man. She was great energy, and she was worried something was going to happen to her right before.
I really wish you had to talk to me offline first. I don't think you should have said all this stuff live.
Well, and I appreciate you sharing this too, because people do need to know and hear about her story and the people that she loved and be around and just everything. Really, I mean, even going back to Generally Specific and all that crap that he's doing over there or whatnot. Like she has to have a voice.
Yeah,
and she's having it. Like you guys are her voice at this point. And I appreciate that.
No, I love it. I like the way you said that, and I feel better about it. I hate getting in people's business. I really do.
But she needs
She
you
was
now to be in her business.
She was in every one of my chats for 3.5 years. She didn't do it because she got anything out of it. She was just a nice person.
Joe, there's a higher power reason she reached out to you before it happened. So I'm glad you all are speaking out for her.
Thanks.
And that they could have the conversation, that she was able to call anybody, really, even her best friend,
Yeah, and actually,
so now I need
for a
to.
long time
Sorry.
that night. We talked to early into the morning. We talked a lot, and she told me a lot what's going on and how she felt. And she told me she had to make that move. And she told me, I'm calling you, Joe, because I need a guy's perspective, and you're the guy I respect the most, and you always direct, and she told me all the things that have been going on between the two. And again, I hate when motherfucker. P.S. I hate it. If you try to tell me your personal business, I will fucking act up. I do not want to know your fucking personal business. She told me that shit for hours.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, she told me that shit for hours, and I told her, fuck is you asking me for? It look like you've made your decision. Your mind's made up, and you know what you got to do. I don't even have to kick in here. You've this shit's been decided for you. She was like, he doesn't want me. Calls me like I'm a piece of shit. You stupid fat so and so. I can't stand your ugly ass. And it got really bad like that. Their communication was really horrible and shit. And I find comfort in God. God sat me down for a reason. My goofy ass. This motherfucker called me and they're 15 hours away. I'm gonna drive to you. You ain't even got to. I'm not even gonna ask you what the problem is, Joe. I need your help. I'll be like, shoot me an address. I'm 12 hours away. I'm on the way. And I would have absolutely went. God sat me down because I guess I wasn't supposed to be there or something.
Right. How could you?
Well, you were there
doing this
for her.
I'd never see you do shit like this. Good on you, girl.
Joe, you were there for her.
So good on you, girl. And got.
So now you heard Joe Cool, Sean Porter, and Piccolo, or Alicia.
Wow, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys, I'm going to end this. My food is here.
His pizza is here.
Yeah, let's continue more new evidence, okay? Let me know, okay?
Yep.
I will continue this, okay? You guys should take it easy. I love you all. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Later, everyone.